In this video we will discuss about this type 2 diabetes or this role of this reactive oxygen species or ROS in type 2 diabetes. So far many of us knows that type 2 diabetes is a reversible kind of diabetes, and it can be and it is usually occurred because of the uh, lazy lifestyles or inactive lifestyles. And one of the reasons how this type 2 diabetes occurs is shown in this figure, that is in figure B, where even though the body is able to secrete enough amount of insulin, however the body will not be able to take care of or remove excess glucose that are present within the host. So we will understand what could be the reasons, what could be one of the reasons for such kind of unusual reactions by the host. So first we will understand the normal case. The normal case when this insulin will bind to the cell surface, then this downstream signaling pathways get activated because of the phosphorylation, and that will leads to this phosphorylation of this IRS, and this will leads to this P13K formations to AKT, and this phosphorylation of this AKT will prevent this GTPase or decrease this GTPase, that is AS160, and the decrease in AS160 will leads to this less conversion of this GTP to GDP, and this RAB-GDP complex is inactive complex, and this RAB-GTP complex is the active complex, and this active complex will help in transferring this GLUT4 vesicles on the cell surface, and this GLUT4, this is one kind of transporter that helps in transfer of the glucose from the extracellular matrix to within the cells, so that the amount of glucose in the extracellular matrix will be taken care of. So this is the normal case. Now we will understand what happens in the presence of this reactive oxygen species. Since in type 2 diabetes the body is able to produce insulin as per the requirement, so this insulin will bind to the cell surface receptors, and thereby this phosphorylation will occur as usual. However, along with the phosphorylation of this IRS, this serine will also binds to the IRS. That will lead to this. That will lead to this. That will prevent this AKT formations, phosphorylation of this AKT, and since these AKT formations will not be formed, it will not form this. It will not be able to control this AS160, it is GTPase activating protein, and because of that, this RAB-GTP complex will be converted into this RAB-GDP complex, and the role of this RAB-GTP complex is to move the GLUT4 vesicles on the cell surface will not happen in this case. So this GLUT4 vesicles will not be able to move to the cell surface. So cells will have less number of this GLUT4 transporter compared to the actual requirement. And because of this, what will happen is that the body will continue to secrete more and more insulin. However, after some time the body will become resistant to the insulin also, because all the cell surface or maximum number of the cell surface will be acquired by the already existing insulin. So, and these things happens because of the serine, and serine also binds to this IRS along with the phosphorylation, and this is the cause of this reactive oxygen species. And this reactive oxygen species can occur because of many reasons, and some of the reasons could be the inactive lifestyles that cause this accumulation of the cytokines or saturated fatty acids. So, and this thing can be reversed by changing the lifestyles. So this amount of cytokines saturated within the host will get reduced with time if they are able to change their lifestyles from being inactive to more active. That is the reasons people are being asked to remain active, so that this kind of situations will not arise and body will be able to function normally. That is, insulin and glucose balance will be able to function normally, like shown in this panel A on the left hand side. If you need to understand more about this reactive oxygen species roles in this diabetes, you can go through the reference that has been provided in the description. That's all for this video. Thank you for your time.